Hi everyone, thank you for visiting our presentation on robust biocompatible composites inspired from marine shell nacre. Materials used for load-bearing applications in industrial and biomedical field need to be strong, stiff and fracture resistant. Over the years, metals and alloys have satisfied these requirements. However, their energy-intensive manufacturing and recycling challenges have spurred a worldwide quest for development of alternative sustainable materials. Also, for application areas such as orthopedic implants, it's beneficial to develop materials with tensile strength and stiffness similar to that of bone. That's because differences in mechanical properties between the implant material and that of bone have been found to cause tissue wear and implant-related complications. That's why there has been a surge in interest to use bio-based polymers for development of new materials. Bio-based materials such as chitosan is one of the most abundantly available polymers, but as shown in the modulus versus tensile strength plot here, the mechanical properties of chitosan are lower than most conventional materials. To pursue load-bearing applications, it's inevitable to improve the mechanical properties of chitosan. Interestingly, one of the biological materials shown in this plot, the mollusk shell or nacre, is composed of a similar constituent, chitin, but has mechanical properties much higher than that of chitin. That's because nacre is actually a biocomposite of chitin and calcium carbonate mineral aragonite. Most importantly, the aragonite mineral in nacre are shaped like platelets and are arranged like bricks in a cement wall. This brick mortar design has become the blueprint of a range of nacre mimetic composites developed so far. These biomimetic replicas have in fact surpassed the stiffness of nacre itself, but their tensile strength remains lower than that of nacre. Answer to this discrepancy lies in the microstructural design of nacre's platelets. Contrary to planar platelets used in many biomimetic replicas, in nacre, the platelets actually have a microscopic waviness that makes the platelets interlocked across successive layers, thereby arresting any interlayer sliding. Other marine species such as Clinocardium also have such wavy interlayers with platelets interlocked in 3 dimensions. In this work, we focus on the distinctive wavy platelet design to create a bio-inspired composite that can simultaneously improve tensile strength, stiffness, and toughness. For the fabrication of the composite, the key challenge is to replicate the wavy platelets by crystallization of calcium carbonate. Usually, calcium carbonate crystallizes into rhombohedral crystals. On the other hand, in nacre, the wavy platelets are formed by a process called biomineralization that enables control over the geometry of mineral crystals. We investigated such a biomineralization strategy on micro-patterned chitosan surfaces. To mimic the biomineralization process, a polyelectrolyte polyacrylic acid or PA was added to the mineralization precursor containing calcium chloride. Here PA being anionic encapsulates the positively charged calcium ions and in turn attaches to the positively charged amine-rich chitosan surfaces. This results in epitaxial aggregation of calcium ions on the chitosan surface that subsequently crystallize into the aragonite mineral. This biomineralization process results in the formation of wavy platelets that basically follow the underlying chitosan topography. After the synthesis of the wavy mineral platelets, these platelets supported on chitosan films are stacked and infused with silk fibroin. Silk fibroin has been previously shown to bond chitosan aragonite composites together. While stacking, the wavy sides of each film are made to face each other. As a result, the wavy platelets eventually get interlocked after the silk fibroin dries and bonds the layers together. By this process, the interlocked composites were fabricated. Same process was repeated for control samples comprising planar mineral platelets as well. Next, we measured the mechanical properties of the composite. As shown in the stress versus strain plot, the ultimate tensile strength of the interlocked planar composite is about 85% higher than that of the planar platelet composite or the control samples. The finite element analysis of the two composites show that in case of the planar platelet composite, in-plane load transfers through the organic interlayers between the platelets, and thus the tensile strength of the composite is proportional to the shear strength of the organic interlayer. On the other hand, in case of the interlocked platelet composite, the in-plane load transfers through the stiff mineral platelets due to interlocking. Hence, the tensile strength of the composite is relatively higher. Moreover, we observed progressive failure in case of the Nacre mimetic composite. In 3-point bending experiments, the work of fracture of the interlocked composite is found to be 36% higher than that of the control sample. Also, inspection of the fractured composite shows that cracks deflect, branch, and eventually arrest within the composite, indicating a progressive failure and not a catastrophic failure. Furthermore, nano indentation on the surface of both the mineralized composites show that stiffness of the composites is at least 10 times higher than that of chitosan. Also, the areas around the indentation, especially the corners of the indentation mark, do not show any cracks, thus showing no signs of brittle crack. So all put together, the interlocked mineralized composite show a tensile strength and stiffness not only higher than that of the constituent chitosan, but now the mechanical properties are also comparable to that of bones. Furthermore, we performed biocompatibility experiments by culturing mouse embryonic stem cells on the surface of the composite. The cells are seen to be alive after 7 days, indicating biocompatibility of the composite. So, in summary, we have manufactured a mineralized composite that encapsulates the 3 key design principles of the biological composite Nacre. It incorporates the brick mortar design seen in Nacre. It comprises of chitosan, aragonite, and silk fibroin. Similar constituents are found in Nacre as well. And it incorporates wavy platelets, resulting in interlocking of the layers, which is a strategy found in Nacre to arrest platelet sliding. The resultant composite shows higher tensile strength than previous Nacre mimetic replica based on the same constituents. Also, the composite shows stiffness comparable to bone tissue, and its bio-based composition make the composite biocompatible as well. Such composites could be further studied for orthopedic applications. Finally, we would like to thank Professor Calvin Ross from MIT and Professor Liefeng Wong from Stony Brook University for their guidance and cooperation. Thank you for your attention.